Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the first installment of the PapaPC Play-Along. Today, we're just going to be jumping in and getting started on our new world. Just as a background, I did add a few simple mods into the mod pack that we're playing for today. Mostly, they're just there to help with the convenience, make life a little bit easier, and kind of give us a little bit of an advantage in a few areas, and kind of just overall, just to make it more fun. And really, for me, that's really what the whole Minecraft adventure is. It's just a way to have some fun. Everything in here should be pretty family-friendly. And the kids should be able to play along as long as you can set them up and install them. And for those of you who enjoy and like the series, I encourage you to like and subscribe on YouTube, as well as visit the Patreon if you are so inclined. Help keep the game going and help keep all the expenses and costs for running the servers and all those pieces tolerable. And again, so basically, go ahead and download the mod pack if you'd like. It's available on Twitch and CurseForge. If you want to install it and play along, then I'll give you guys all the information on the seed and all the other pieces that are going to be key to the playing along in the notes within the YouTube feed. And let's go ahead and just jump right in and get going. So I did set up the server, and again, I'll put the seed in the notes, but we'll kind of get it going and start in right away and see what we can do. The launch place for this one has got us a couple sheep right away. I'm going to snag these babies right away. Even though I don't have any tools or anything, I just want to get them before they run off so I can make sure I can get that wonderful wool, just because we're going to need that to be able to get going and have our bed as soon as we get started. I'm going to go ahead and dark one too. Grab that one right away too, because you can never have too much wool. At some point, as the excitement goes on, we'll find a way to automate and get ourselves a little bit more wool, maybe in some kind of automation. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and grab myself some wood, because, what's Minecraft without starting by grabbing yourself wood? And as such, you saw that all that stuff comes down at once. That's all part of the ore excavation mod pack mod that I've installed into the pack. I'm going to go ahead and grab all these saplings, because you never know when you might need them. As is usual, first things first, I got to go ahead and get myself some wood in there so I can go ahead and get that crafting table going. And I do have Tinker's Construct, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it into a crafting station right away, instead of just a simple wooden crafting table. And then I'm going to go ahead and throw that down and get myself a set of wooden tools right away, because, you kind of have to have those. Let's see, I'm going to need a couple sticks. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a pickaxe. We're going to need that. We might as well go ahead and get ourselves a sword right away, just to be safe in case something happens to come along. And we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves an axe, just to make life a little bit easier. And we're going to go stock up on a little bit more wood right away and start scoping around and see what we can do from an ores perspective, and see if there's a good place that we can get started for the first night. Oh, I actually spot some coal right away, as well as another sheep. Let's grab that before it again runs off, because you can never have enough. And let's see here. Let's grab that coal right away as well. And again, with Ore Excavator, it does all that beautiful all that coal right for you in one shot. I like to, go a little torch heavy sometimes. That's me. So I would say if that's not you, that's fine. But since I got the coal right away, I might as well do it. Grab myself a bunch, and let's take a look around and see what else we got going on around here. This might actually be a good place to camp out for the night. Let's climb up the hill and take a little scope around and see what else is out here. So we started off right down below us here, nice little island. Lots of woods, lots of trees. Got some hills over here. Looks like we've got some snow up there too in case we need. Oh, and another couple sheep. I might actually even be able to have a bed the first night. I'm all in favor of that. Wow, we got sheep everywhere. And as you see, I actually prefer using the axe a lot of times instead of the sword for killing things. It gives you a little bit more damage actually if you're targeting, but overall it's just a little bit easier and doesn't have quite as much risk of swiping and hitting things you didn't mean to hit. But let's see here. So, okay, where were we? Oh, we also got some little bit of outcrops here. Looks like some more stone. I don't see anything other than that right now, but let's get ourselves going. Maybe get ourselves a little bed and set ourselves up for the first night in someplace safe. Get rid of this right here. And I'm thinking maybe we'll even just make this into our little bit of a starter home, shall we say. Not necessarily any kind of permanent base, but someplace to at least get us started and, you know, give us a base of operations for the first few nights, maybe. Let's see here. Let's make it a little bit bigger. And I don't like to throw away tools if I don't have to. So in this case, I'm actually going to try to use up my axe my pickaxe before I go ahead and make a stone one. Unless I happen to come across coal right away, or iron right away. And if that's the case, then I'll switch it out and get myself one so I can get that wonderful iron. But just a little bit of background information. My intention with the series is really to kind of just give everybody a little bit of a simple play-along background. Nothing overly complex for now, not with this mod pack. In the future, I might be doing a little bit more with the tech-based mod packs or things like that. But for right now, I really just wanted to kind of do I'll call it a vanilla plus. It's really not a whole lot in here that is going to dramatically change the game, other than maybe convenience. Save you time, save you a little bit of energy, and just really kind of give you the ability to keep going and get started and not feel like everything's quite so much of a grind. That's my play style. Can't say everybody is the same, but nothing wrong with that, and everybody has their own options and play different ways. And again, if you want to play with just a straight up vanilla, the same siege still works just fine. It's just a matter of whether or not you install these mod packs and play along that way, or if you want to just play along with the regular model, that's all your option as well. So now that I've worn out my axe, I'm going to go ahead, or my pickaxe, I'm going to go ahead and get myself a stone one. And actually, I'm probably going to make myself a couple right away because I'm going to do a little bit of quick mining, take a look around, and see if maybe I can't get myself some iron. I'm also going to get myself some of the basics right away. I've got lots of wood right now, so I'm going to go ahead and make a bunch more planks. I'm going to go ahead and make myself a chest because, well, got to start with something, someplace to store all the stuff while I'm running around. So I'm going to go ahead and get that. I'm also going to make myself a bed right away so that I have that, so I don't have to worry about where I am. Even though the spawn point was right here, it'll kind of give me the ability, and I can also kind of jump around and get going. I'm going to move that torch. Personally, I don't like having any kind of too high space. It's too easy to suffocate in the blocks. If you're not really careful, sometimes when you first spawn and you wake up in the morning, it can do that to you. While I'm in here, I'm also going to go ahead and put a door on this place, simply because I feel safe. And in this game, you never really have that ability if you're not careful. So I'm going to go ahead and get these other blocks out of the way. Hey, look at that! Do not expect to see that right away. That is iron, and that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. It looks like a fairly good sized vein. Not too huge, not too tiny. Let's go ahead and get a door placed in here. I am going to put a couple blocks right here just to make my door a little bit easier to put up. And I am going to put it on this side because it gives me a much better look from that side. Now, since I did manage to get myself some iron right away, I got to get myself an oven. Get that baby going. That furnace is going to be critical. Personally, I like to stick them in the wall. Keeps them out of the way a little bit, and still gives me the ability to access it from just about anywhere. I'm going to put a couple pieces of coal in there and get that iron cooking. Now, Let's see, where was I? Oh yeah, I'm just going to do a little bit of adventuring. I'm going to clear a little bit more space in this house. Let's get a torch up on the wall over here. Now, I by no means claim to be, the world's greatest Minecraft player or anything even remotely close to that. For the most part, I've been playing for a few years. I enjoy it. I have a wonderful time playing with my kids. They seem to thoroughly, get into it. Sometimes they like to adventure and do survival mode. Sometimes they like to do creative. And I'll, play along a little bit of both. I tend to be more of the survival mode kind of guy, a little bit more challenge, a little bit more adventure. But it's still kind of fun, either way. So I think I've got a big enough space here to get going. I'll throw a few more torches up on the wall because, I like light. I don't want to have anything spawning, anything coming into here. Now, I'm going to see what we got for there. Let's just go on. It is night, and actually you can see if you go into your journey map, which by default is this J key. You saw my mini map is there. I don't like the way that the fonts are on it. I like to do them a little bit bigger just to make it a little bit more so I can read it in the corner of the screen. But we'll be going into a little bit more with the map soon. But as you can see on the mini map in the corner, it is now night, so I'm going to stick inside for now. I don't really feel like going out and adventuring and dying. So we'll see what we can do. I'm just going to do the typical, do a little stairwell down. Keep going and see what we can find. I'm not really looking for anything particular. A little bit more coal, a little bit more iron, really just to kind of get us started. Throw a torch up every now and then. Getting a few new materials. Oh, what do we have here? Looks like a little cave, maybe. Kind of peeping over the edge, taking a look, see what we got down there, see how safe it is. Want to make sure there's no skeletons, no creepers. Zombies, I'm not too worried about. We can handle them. And creepers, I'm usually more worried about them sneaking up on me than anything else. So far, so good. Let's just make ourselves a little stairwell here. Lean over a little bit. We can throw a few torches down there and see what we got cooking. Oops. Hate when I do that. Doesn't look like anything yet. I am going to see what we can do to maybe pillar down a little bit. Grab that sword just in case there's something down here. Ooh, we got coal, we got iron, we are sitting pretty, boys. Let's see. Anything lurking around these corners? It looks pretty bare. I like that. Give me a chance to grab that coal. Throw a torch down here just so nothing spawns on me from behind. I'm going to go grab this iron, grab this coal, and we'll see what else we got cooking. It didn't look like too much there. Ooh. Hence the reason I grabbed multiple pickaxes, though, because it looks like we've got one already plumb worn out. Is there another corridor down there? Could be. Looks like through there I can see we got another little bit of something going on. I'm going to leave that down there and for a second and just put a few torches over here to make sure that we are safe. Doesn't look like much can climb up here. It looks like we're covered. So I'm going to go ahead and mine this out as well. Just keeping an eye for an occasional arrow flying or something from that. Looks like we're good there. Let's go ahead and take a look down here and see what else was down here. I gotta go pick up all the stuff I just mined out. Oh, it looks like it's just a dead end. Good. right now I'm actually sitting pretty good. I got a couple irons, got a ton more coal, but I need more iron. I'm looking at that stuff right there. Oh, creeper. Always a scary sign, but nothing we can't handle at this point, I would say. We just need to see where he walked off to. Oh, there he is. I wonder if we can hit him from here. Nope. He's tucked behind there. I was hoping to be able to get him on a little bit of an angle here. Doesn't look like it's going to work. Oh well. I might have to go down there and try to kill him. But first things first, I'm going to kind of cheat across a little bit and get myself that iron. Because, well, I want it and I need it. Oops. I always forget to push the excavator button to make sure I grab it all. But I think I am going to run up and get this cooking. Oh. Ooh, not even, look at that. We are just flying through right now. I'm going to get that other going, grab this. I'm going to get myself some iron. I'm going to get myself an iron pickaxe just in case I come across anything special. Probably won't be using it a whole lot right now, but it is there just in case. It is still pretty dark out, so I am going to keep mining and maybe do a little bit of organization. I'm going to throw that chest down while I'm thinking about it. Get rid of a... Oh, you know what? I am just not really thinking today. I need to put this near here, because if I put it near a crafting station, it lets me store things right in there from here and access them, which is even more important, from right here. So I'm going to throw in this wood, I'm going to throw in the planks, I'm going to keep make a couple more sticks, just in case I need more torches. I'm going to throw like half that coal in there, just because if I die, I don't want to lose it all. We'll get that iron in there. We'll get that gray wool in there. I don't really need the saplings right now. I am going to take that wood, or the meat though, and a little bit of raw mutton. I'm going to throw that into my furnace as well and get that baby cooking, because I can use it. So it is sunrise, so I'm going to go outside and do a little bit of quick adventuring as soon as I grab a couple pieces of food and replenish that food bar, just to be safe. There's one extra, and we should be good to go. I am going to want to start harvesting a few of those squids. Kind of actually secretly hoping I run into a few skeletons maybe here. Something that isn't going to be too hard to kill. Just because I wouldn't mind getting myself a little bit of bone meal. And more sheep. Looks like a creeper up over there. I am actually, one thing I am going to do while I'm thinking about it, I am actually going to put a torch at our spawn point. I think it was here? Oh, it's not letting me. That is kind of weird. Guessing due to it being so close to spawn? I'm guessing that might be a bug with one of the mods that's in the pack. I'm not really sure. I'm going to have to look into that offline a little bit and get back to you. But for now, the sun is up, it's bright. Let's go ahead and take another peek around We're going to go over here and look at this other hill, see what we got going on. Maybe we'll come back and grab some glass or some sand and make it into glass so we can have a nice little starter house with a window. Anytime I see a little funky outcrops, I like to go over and explore, because sometimes there are indications of other things there. Sometimes there are just random items. We got cows. Awesome. We might even be able to start setting up some farms right away and some breeding. I wouldn't mind doing that. Let's grab ourselves some more wood. Oop, I hear something. Something's lurking in the woods. Guessing there's a zombie here somewhere. Trapped maybe behind a tree. Not sure. But either way, I'm going to go ahead and get that trees going, so I'm going to make some fences so I can maybe get myself a nice little animal pen. And you can see that's what happens. Oh, shoot. Whew, I got kind of lucky. I think the creeper blew up and died and didn't even hardly do me any damage. By the time I heard the sizzle, it was a little too late. But that's okay. It wasn't too bad. I'm going to try to clear out the last of this tree that's hanging up here, because I hate when people leave trees hanging. It's just wrong. So let's go ahead and get maybe a little bit of ground cleared too. Maybe I'll throw myself up a quick crafting table, since I'm hearing zombies again. Before I forget, I am going to grab some of this sugar cane. I don't like taking it all, just in case we use this area again later, but I am going to grab a little bit of it and replant it over here closer to home. I'm going to go in there, maybe grab some fences. See if I can't maybe trap some of those cows. I'm going to need a bunch more sticks. I've got a lot of the dark oak and a little bit of the spruce. I'm actually going to save that spruce just so I can have it later for visuals. I'm going to go ahead and purchase a huge pile. I'm going to go ahead then and see about making fences. As you notice, I do have JEI installed. That's just enough inventory for those of you who are playing along, and it kind of gives you this wonderful look and feel, and gives you all the crafting recipes that you can make. I'm going to go ahead and making some dark oak fencing. I'm going to probably need, oops, it helps if I hit the shift key. Oh, that's why I need to make more sticks. Of course, it seems like that's my life. I'm always running and making sticks. There we go. I'm thinking 24 might be enough. I'm going to make a gate as well, just because, you know, I like to. Okay, let's get that in there. That was over here. We saw those animals. Let's see if we can get a few of them trapped. There's one cow. Lost the other one already. Oh, darn it. Oh well, maybe I'll come back and do those another time. If there was two right away, I would try to get them, just to trap them. I'm going to go ahead and grab some of this grass, though. Maybe grab myself some seeds. If we're lucky. Oh, I got one already. Just because I need to get some food going. I need to get some wheat going, so I can go ahead and make some bread, and also so I can start luring some of these animals in. Ooh, we got a lot more coal up there. Just saw that. That'll be great. I am going to grab that right away because, again, you can never have too much coal. Okay, I think we got it all. Oh, we are just in the coal gold mine today. Still didn't find that zombie wandering around. Oh well. Let's see. So, the challenge today is really going to be continuously getting this set up. I want to maybe set up a little bit of a farm here. I'm going to probably just clear off a little bit on top of one of these hills, throw up some grass, throw up some wheat, and kind of give us a place to at least call our home base for a few episodes at least, until we can really kind of get going and find a good place. I wouldn't mind finding a village, maybe moving into it, moving into the edges of it, and kind of expanding and making it our own. That would be my ultimate intent and hope. I may go ahead and check out Mine Atlas. If you haven't gone there, I highly recommend it. It's got lots of great features to be able to look up some based upon the seed that you're in, and see some of the different places that you can go, see where there might be some villages, might be some spawn points, some different pieces that might come in handy. I do need to make myself another axe right away. And this time I may even make it out of stone, just so it lasts a little bit longer than before. And we will, of course, get ourselves more sticks. Because, what fun would it be without sticks? Let's see, let's go ahead and do some more dark oak. We're going to go ahead and make ourselves an axe. We're going to go ahead and make ourselves another pickaxe right away too, because come night, I might want to go adventuring. I'm not going to dig into the iron too much yet. I will probably start crafting myself some iron helmet as soon as I can. I will make myself a hoe right away, just so that I can do that. And I will make that out of cobble, just because it'll last a little bit longer. I don't tend to make any of my hoes out of anything other than stone or wood, just because I go through them too fast. I don't go through them too fast, so I don't really want to make them out of anything nice or anything precious. So let's go ahead and maybe just go up to the top of the hill right above us. Maybe I'll just clear out a spot right here and make a small farm. I didn't bring a shovel, but oh well. Dirt crushes quick enough with just using this. I don't have a ton to start with for grass seeds, but it should be enough to at least get things moving a little bit and kind of give us a starter garden, and we can expand more as we need to. But this should be sufficient. I will have to get a little bit of water in here. I could build it right down by the water, but for right now, I think this is going to suffice. I'm going to go and make myself a bucket of water, just to put up here from this. It keeps it away from the water and away from all the creatures. And I don't have to worry about quite as many things happening. I got 4, so I'll just get those in there right away. Okay, let's go ahead and make that bucket right away. It's the one thing that, I'm making it. It might seem like a little bit of a waste at first, but it will keep getting reused. It's not like it's a one and done scenario, so I am going to just simply pound it in, put it in, keep that ground saturated, make it grow a little bit faster. The sun is quickly going down on us, and I will... I like to keep a bucket of water on me, because you never know when you might run into something like, lava. I'm going to get rid of a bunch of these other things that I don't need on me right now. I'm going to keep some of these planks, just because I like to keep sticks. I like to keep planks, I like to keep coal, I like to keep water, just because they're come in handy and they're useful along the way. I am going to go ahead and take a little bit of sleep here and reset my spawn point, or set my spawn point, because I don't think I had done that yet. Now with that, it is daytime again. You'll see, but I'm actually going to go maybe adventure a little bit more down in there. But first things first, I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the tools and some of the pieces that we're going to be using. You will see, if you go into your craft table, if you go into JEI, for the Tigris construct, you will see that there's quite a bit of pieces in here. There's not just the regular table, the crafting table, but there's also some of the additional features and additional functionality that you're going to use. You're going to be using some of the different pieces. You're going to be using crafting station, which we just built, stencil tables, which will come in handy for building some of the custom tools. We're going to be looking at the pattern chest and the to hold those parts, or those patterns, the part builders, to actually build the pieces of it that we need. We're also going to be looking at some of the parts chest to hold any of the extra pieces that we manufacture, and just to use them later. And then the tool station, which is going to be an all-important one to actually build some of those custom tools, the custom pickaxes, custom swords that we're going to be using. Eventually we'll get up into the tool forge, but that's a ways away until we get a lot more iron. We're not there yet. We will get there, but we're not there yet. In order to build a lot of these things, we are going to have to build a bunch of blank patterns first. I would say it's probably going to need to do at least 2 sets for some of the pieces that we're going to need to build. Then we're going to go ahead and start building some of the tables that we need. We got the crafting station. We're going to need our stencil table. I'm just putting them in my thing so I can organize them a little bit as I put them down. We are going to go ahead and also get the pattern chest to hold all the pieces. We're going to also need to go to the, let's see, we got the stencil table, we got the pattern chest. We're going to need to go to the part builder. Let's get that part builder going. After the part builder, we also need to go ahead and get ourselves the parts chest. Oh, we're missing a chest. We've got to build ourselves a quick chest. We can go ahead and build the parts chest. And then last but not least, the tool station. We're going to have to build just another crafting table real quick. And we'll go ahead and build that tool station. And there we go. That is the entire complement of the tools, other than eventually replacing the tool station with the tool forge. But as you can see from the requirements, we're going to need 4 blocks of iron, which is 9 each. So 36 iron, and seared bricks, or any of the fancy bricks, as well as a tool station, which we have, but the rest of it, we are nowhere near that. We will get there eventually, but for starters, this should be good. Now, with these parts, you will see that these are all connected, which means that if I go into this one, you'll see I'll get to both the stencil table as well as the crafting station. And with some of these different parts, you also get the ability to link them to the storage bins, which I like to do by going behind it. So in this case, I've got the parts built. I got the pattern chest I can put right back there. I can put the parts chest right back there, and I can put my part builder right in front of it, as well as my tool station right next to it. So now from any one of these, I can go into all of them, which really kind of saves me a little bit of time, a little bit of energy, as well as, if you see from the crafting station, I can go ahead and get into the chest and grab all the pieces that I need out of it. That comes in super handy. For the stencil table, I actually just throw all my blank patterns right in it right away. It's a great place to just store them. It doesn't take up any space, and as I make the patterns, I can put them all in here for storage. So with that, we now have the ability to go in. We can look at some of the different parts and pieces that we need to do for tool stations. If we wanted to build ourselves a custom pickaxe, we can. Needs the 3 components: the tool rod, the pickaxe head, and the bindings. And as you can see from the different parts builders, as we put them in and make those patterns, we can make them out of different materials, whether it's bone, iron, wood, and each one has its own abilities and its own specs that we will take a look at as we do and build those pieces. For right now, I think we've got ourselves a nice little, cozy home. We got ourselves a nice little place to base out of for venturing, and I'm actually going to, as we migrate on and move into our cities, I'm actually going to leave this location here for those people who are going to be playing along on the server. I'm going to leave it as a nice little starter home for anybody who needs, when they first come in for the first night, to have someplace safe, especially if you happen to spawn at night. I want to torch it up real well on the outside so you can find it, and people can jump in and run over here and stay the first night, and give themselves a safe start. I'll take a few of the key pieces with me, but in general, I'm going to try to leave a bunch of materials in here as well for those people that are kind of just getting started and just starting out, with the ability to kind of give themselves a little bit of a leg up. Speaking of, leg up, I want some mutton. Put that in my inventory. I'm going to keep, again, about half of it on me. I'm going to put the other half in the chest, just so in case I do happen to die, that I won't lose all my stuff. Nothing worse than that. So with that, I'm going to say, happy adventuring, and I will be back on soon. My intent is to try to keep the series running, probably an episode a week, maybe more if time permits. But really, I want to kind of just give this as something fun to play along. I know a lot of us don't have the ability and the time to play every day, all day, but it is something that maybe we can do in our free time and kind of just see where it goes. Again, I'll check out the maps and we'll take a look and see what other areas there are to adventure around here. But in general, right now, I'm just going to sign off and say happy gaming, everybody, and thanks for coming along.